lineup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins looking to put it up right away. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. Touchdown! Alexander Madison from 13 yards out. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins going underneath. He's got Hockenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Running from the shotgun with Madison. Uses the spin. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Throwing is Rodgers. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 20. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7 from the 20. Throwing, Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On play action, Cousins. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Joseph's got it. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 6.
Cousins.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Go ahead.
Cousins again.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running off tackle with Cook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson, and he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 3 yards out. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, Cousins out to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, we're good.
Play action now. Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. To throw is Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
55 yards.
And the Jets get a bit closer. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. They go play action. Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Cousins. Flush to his right. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4.
Hey, Stever. Hey, no, he's easy.
Play fake. Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. Call it a gain of a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He's taken down at the 33. Again, a 4 yard. And the Vikings first down.
On play action, Cousins. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Cousins. Steps away. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They throw it out right, complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. Cook on the 1st down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Rodgers going to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. Touchdown, Jets. Nicole Hardman, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flank. And he's across for 2 points. What a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning.
into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Throwing here, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now a give to Madison.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run again. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Jets, 24. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Good game, bro. Good game. Good game, James Bond. You did your thing.
Yeah, so that could be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're